What is going on to you, Aquarius? You have the Four of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and then you have the Two of Swords for you, Aquarius. So, So the Four of Swords speaks to you're not being the same way that you used to before. There's some things about yourselves that you needed to change that you actually have been successful in changing when it comes to being too trusting with people that are not very interested in trying to actually be better, right? Stop. In other words, you're not giving those people 1,000,001 tries, and they're showing you that they're not capable of being more decent and upright. They are going to continue to be dysfunctional, and part of the reason why is because they choose to be. That is in the past, is what I'm trying to say. The Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Swords is about, and you're moving forward, but even though you, Aquarius, are moving forward, there's still some people in your way, and we're heading into a Mercury retrograde if we're not already. So be on the lookout for that. So if exes may come by, people that you used to know may come by. I'm not an Aquarius, but as a Virgo ruled by Mercury, I've experienced exes coming back myself, or like people that I know that I kind of stopped talking to come back. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Swords is, even though you're moving forward successfully, it's still going to be somewhat of a challenge when it comes to other people that will get in your way because they don't want you to leave them behind. The thing about it is that the Lovers and the Justice is all about, this is going to be a very difficult transition for you, Aquarius, because if you, Aquarius, are someone that wants to do right by yourselves, then you can't be in a situation where it's a dysfunctional interaction, right? With family, friends, or romance, or job, right? It has to actually work out for you. It has to work. It has to be one big cohesion where things make sense. You may not necessarily be able to work 100% as far as the job is concerned, but you do have control and say so over family, friends, and romantic interests. So the Justice, right? The Lovers with the Justice represents. So a lot of you, Aquarius, should start stating what it is that you very much so want, and use the influence that you have, right? Like if you're bringing value to the table, don't allow anybody to make it seem like they're the only one bringing value. You speak up and say what it is. But this also speaks to how these two cards as well also speaks to how the people that would be in your way, right, try to get you to, because pay attention to these two cards. You trying to move on, and they're in the way with the Two Swords blocking you. So this speaks to people that you currently know. And not only does the Lovers and the Justice speak to the new people that you will know, and how you need to not allow anybody to play games with you, right? You tell them a couple of times to stop disrespecting you and what you need. And if they don't, move forward, because they're not really interested in actually doing right by you. And the thing about it is, this also applies to people that you are making a decision to walk away from, right? The people that you already know are not really, that you know, and they're not really trying to do any better for themselves. Don't allow them to stop you. Don't allow them to get in your way, because they're trying to have you back on the plantation again. You know what I mean? The Three of Pentacles now is about how, since that's the case, also to hang out with people that care about you. Hang out and do the things that give you a peace of mind. Like I said, the hobbies that you love, the things that you enjoy. Stop ripping and running around, you know what I mean? And expecting, like I said before, everybody to be on, on your team. See, and that's the situation too. Aquarius, a lot of y'all don't understand the concept or the perspective of friendship sometimes. A lot of y'all really think that everybody is your friend, including your enemies. And like, you don't seem to understand that, they are your friend, but you have to put it in the context. They're your friend, but they are not the friend that you can hang around. They are not romantic interests that you can hang around and trust. They are snakes in the grass, poisonous, venomous snakes, because not every snake is venomous, right? It's something that you learn every day. Not every snake is venomous. And you can tell there are key differences. The eyes, the horn on the nose, you know what I mean? The eyes and the horn on the nose. You can tell a snake is venomous from if it has rounded eyes, right? Rounded pupils. If a snake has rounded pupils, it's not venomous. If it doesn't have a horn on the nose where it's like spiked on the nose, it's not venomous. If a snake has those things where it's a spike and it has the slit for eyes, then it is venomous. But this is what it is I'm trying to say. This proves my point. You have to understand the differences between the two. You have to understand which people are snakes in the grass, but they are on your side, right? And they are snakes for you, right? In your benefit. And people who are venomous snakes, you don't really know where they're going. And you can't hang around them. If they are on your side, those venomous snakes are on your side for the moment, and you have to count your blessings and afterwards dip. You have to give them a whole lot of distance, because once you start interacting with them, it's a wrap. It's a dub. The thing about it is that the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords is about, and remember the backstabbing. Remember all the times that those same snakes would try to do you in and sabotage you and remove you and erase you out of the position that you're in. And they don't want you to prosper. Then they want to be you. And it goes to show you how warped it is. They want to be they want to be you. So they want to be in the very same disposition of having something and then losing it all. People are warped. Anyway, the Nine of Swords and the Empress is about, so for you, Aquarius, you have to really watch your back, because especially now that you, Aquarius, are deciding to kind of cut off certain people, because the Nine of Swords represent, like I said before, those swords, those knives, and the Ten of Swords represent that. Betrayal, and people trying to tell you that you were never their friend anyway, and that, tried to sabotage you or tried to, tell you how it is that you'll never make it without them, and that you, Aquarius, need them. Family, friends, romantic interests that you've made a decision to dump, that you're not choosing to have around, sabotaging you, always making it an opportunity every time when the two of you hang out to try to upstage you. Okay, and then you have the Empress, which represents, and why should you be? Why should you care about needing to be with them, right? The Empress represents, while at the same time, they're cut in style. And what I mean by that is standing on your shoulders, going out of their way to make you feel insignificant, even though they want you around. But then they can't just lead with that, because they too chicken squat and they're too insignificant in their own selves to actually trust you, Aquarius, to be in a relationship with you and to actually understand your personality and go through that. Because yeah, you, Aquarius, can be standoffish. Yeah, a lot of you can. I've known many Aquarius. My father's an Aquarius. My father's an Aquarius. My brother on my father's side is a Leo. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the people that I've been in love with are Aquarius. A lot of you, Aquarius, can be standoffish, but a lot of people don't know how to deal with the standoffishness sometimes, right? Not that you, Aquarius, shouldn't learn how to, calm that down, but I'm saying that they don't want to understand that you, Aquarius, have other things going on besides just being standoffish. So let's clarify the Empress. Now again, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I don't necessarily know what time those particular days. I'm giving you an estimation around 3. Doesn't necessarily always have to be at 3 on the dot. It could be earlier, it could be later, okay? Just so I can give myself some room, so I can actually commit to this work schedule. So upload schedule, not work schedule, but upload schedule. 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and then you have the World, and then you have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, yet again, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. These people can't seem to understand that you're doing better for yourselves, and that sometimes doing better for yourselves will take having to cut off certain people, and you can't take everybody with you. You know, it's exactly like what Nipsey Hussle said. Not everybody's going to be able to go. When you're doing better for yourselves, not everybody wants to actually do better for themselves and keep up with you. The World and the World and the 5 of Wands represents, but a lot of you Aquarius got a lot of blessings coming up for you, because immediately, the longer time goes on where you cut off all the foolishness, the stupidity, the dysfunctional people, the people who are ghetto fabulous and all this other type of stuff, is the better your life will be. Cut them completely out of your life.